Hey y'all, Linda Davis here. I'm the Director of Religious Education for Fort Wainwright and Fort Greeley. So this last month I have been teaching the kids about the resurrection eggs. The resurrection eggs, they tell the story of Jesus' triumphal entry through his death and resurrection. And so each egg came with a little toy inside of each one, so that way the kids can connect the story to Jesus' resurrection. So our first one is our donkey. If you guys remember, Jesus rode through a village on a donkey. People were happy to see him. People spread blankets and branches on the floor. This was a way to honor him. During that time, one of Jesus' friends betrayed him. One of Jesus' disciples betrayed him. He betrayed him for 2 coins. 2 coins. Not everyone was happy that Jesus was going to be their king, so he betrayed him for that. During that week, Jesus had a special dinner with his friends. If you remember, guys, we said that Jesus shared some juice and bread with his disciples. That was a way to get people to remember him after he is gone. And so you see here a little chalice. Jesus was so overwhelmed about the events that were about to transpire. So Jesus told his friends, hey, let's go and let's go pray in the garden. So that's what Jesus did. Jesus took his disciples and they went to go pray. After Jesus was praying, guards came to arrest Jesus. Like I said, not everyone was happy that he was going to be their king, nor could they understand that he was going to be their king. So they took Jesus and they whipped him. Do you remember we said that Jesus had a lot of friends? He had disciples. They were called disciples. He had 12 of them. One of his closest friends was Peter. Peter was one of his disciples. And do you remember Peter said, no, Jesus, I'll never tell people that you are not my friend. I will never say that. And Jesus told him, the time will come or you will deny me 3 times. And sure enough, by the time it came, Peter had denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster had crowed. Jesus was sad and he was hurt. After Jesus had been whipped and Peter had denied him, the soldiers were teasing Jesus and making fun of him. And so they took branches from a tree and they twisted them into thorns and they placed those on his head. That crown of thorns, that hurt Jesus. That made him sad. When they had taken Jesus on top of a hill, they placed him on a tree and they nailed him to it. That was a sad moment in time. That same night, the gate guards came to check to see if they were still alive, if he was still alive. And it was at that time that they took a spear and they stuck it on Jesus' side to make sure that he was dead. This might sound like a sad story, guys, but I promise you, in the end, when we get to our last 3 eggs, you will see and you will find that there is hope. I pray that as we go into this Easter season, that we are reminded of this triumphal entry and the resurrection that Jesus brings to all of us. Amen.